that could catch on onto water. It takes him down to about half health, so that's good by Capchi. But unless he travels forward, unless he has the response from the rest of his team, he could definitely heal up in time.
Yeah, INES unfortunately going to be a little bit of a harder position to take. You are very dislocated. You've got also Deadeye's guy. Oh, Shiffy Sir is going to be coming from the backside into the building, and that is going to be just sandwiching up those two members of INES. The car is going to be in a pretty bad shape. That was a great grenade. The coding might be coming out. We'll have to keep an eye out for it, and the grenade does connect from Waru Sir. That's a great push from them, and they should be resulting in a few extra knockouts. Badrev got knocked away. Be careful, they're still going to spread down. The cars are now fuming. Not a valid option to rotate, but Machine's positioning alone could save the life of his teammates.
Like I said, because it wasn't able to close out, because the push didn't come through, Deadeyes are able to heal up quite nicely, but Capshi is still in there. Shifu looking for a grenade. They're actually going to try and grenade each other. That's how, like, kind of how common this is, right? And Shifu gets knocked down. Capshi was able to get the first grenade off in time as he looks to try and go over the wall to confirm that kill, but he doesn't want to expose himself. And that's it. He gets it. Thing against INES.
All the shots, you know, this is a location which is actually good to hold on to if you're taking fights from a distance. Got a lot of dips, a lot of areas to actually heal up from. But if you get pushed upon that location, grenades are going to be your main threat. You got to be careful, and other teams will be trying to push, especially I'm seeing right now, Elementary Star going to slowly try and lurk in the background. So, you know, INES, despite looking good right now in that fight, they're going to be a little bit scary in the time being if the circle does shift a little bit more, or up north or to the east. They got to just try and keep that in mind, and also just scout on the east, on the west. My apologies.
It's okay, it's all good as VSG, godlike, they're going to be engaging on each other with Marcos also coming into play, who have already taken down two teams. So Marcos, they're feeling confident, they're looking spicy, they want to get more kills, they want to close out this game with a fantastic result as VSG, Crawlers and godlike engaging on each other.
Things are going to get more. Actually had a little bit more in that fight currently, but they do get some job done. Congratulations to them. Marcus going to be going for the engage, get the nice snipes through with a mini 14, going to get buff damage, you know, like, we're around here, you want to be careful, but they're surrounded by roads and they got a compound. This is one of the better positions, at least for this circle specifically, for Marcus Gaming if they take it under control. I
don't get why Soul kind of pushed in so heavily into the middle of the circle like that, because he didn't have a full squad up, and they paid the price by going out in ninth place. Bit of a bad execution from them. It had gone against them. They had to disengage away from that, and they paid the price as Fnatic also go down. So 6 teams left, 20 players standing. VSG Crawlers eliminated just like that at the drop of a hat.
John Mara, you know, they make it through, but I said it, the compound so far of Marcos Gaming is huge utility. But I like the fact in this, they tried to reclaim their old territory back for themselves. This is what they need to do. They wouldn't have to done if they really went for 2-2 split. But here it is, Megastar. This is maybe their opportunity to shine. They got 2 kills, they got Vexy already down, so they got 2 down away. Yeah, but Megastars,
the high ground by INES and the distance.
They're so good. They're so good, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Grenades. I love it. But INES, now they got information on also Megastar. The 2-2 split that came out from them is actually pretty good. So now at least they got a position to hold on to. But all the other positions are high ground. How are they going to defend this?
Oh, actually, my apologies. I thought Team Tamilas were out. They were actually still in play. My apologies. One player is left standing for them. He's just proned his way through. He's proned his way through so much to the point where not even we can see where he is, but he has now been spotted. He is going to be on the cusp, on the edge of the circle down the southwest side as Jamara hold on to a tiny brown building as they just try and stay down the south of the circle.
Elementrix, they're going to leave the compound now because it's on the edge, and they got to move on. We'll have to see what the circle's going to be good. As we see, unfortunately, Megastar taking a big F in this game. They'll be still in 6th position, still a great attempt. But now down you find the top 5 teams in this game. INES, Elementrix, John Mara, Marcos Gaming, and Team Tamilis are still in this game. As mentioned, like Team Tamilis before they were out, but no, they've still got 1 player on the board.
5 team block, 16 players. Jamara just trying to spread out a little bit as a full squad. Marcos, they're on 13 kills already, but they are outside the circle, so they have to push their way in. I can guarantee they're going to put it up a good fight to get in there.
INES, they're already in. they're going to be controlling. This is a little bit similar to actually what we happened on that first game. You know, a little bit in the open, not many compounds remaining at the very end game, so you've got to try and get the position first. That's what happened for TSM Entity. They took control, they took the chicken dinner. Now the team that got that is INES. Potentially, if it does happen just like last game, it would actually be going over to INES, but now teams are going to rotate. Mr. Huge is going to be the YOLO player pushing forward, and they will be getting some work done. But here it is, Marco's going to be joining the fight again. One member of INES down instantly. If they eliminate them, it's going to be open room and open taking on that position in the center of the circle.
So two different play styles. Elementrix with the higher amount of vehicles, they're going to push in with those vehicles and then use those vehicles as a way to protect themselves. Marco's just going to be a little bit slower moving in, but also a bit more calculated, spotting out who is rotating in so they can play around that. So great play styles coming out from those two teams in particular.
I love the position of Mara. They're not getting involved into the fight, and they got a dip to play around. They're not getting pressured, and they're going to leave all the other teams ready to fight each other currently, which I think is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So it's also a little bit similar actually coming out from Marcos Gaming. They did the exact same rotation. They got a little bit more high ground, and that means that they can actually take the fight versus Mara, and that's going to result in that first knockdown resulting in their side. But you got to be careful. Badrev is still in the location, and they got to be careful of their next move because that could mess them up pretty heavily as they do finally scout out that last member, and that's going to be unfortunately the end of Team Tamilus taking 5th position in his 3rd game.
4 teams left. It was a great run by Team Tamilus to end up in 5th place. That's a nice amount of placement points, nothing to be sniffed at. But now it's going to come down to these 4 teams, 14 players. Marco's still holding on, has 13 kills in their side, in their back pocket. They're going to look to try and push back Mara, but Mara, like you said, have the dip that they can play around.
Circle. This is going to be the most impactful circle of this entire game, Imperium. Where might go? The team might actually just secure that chicken dinner. But you know what? Despite having so many teams having an angle on them, still surviving. I'm extremely surprised, but maybe I cast a curse myself to get the intel. Elementrix after 7 kills. They're looking for blood. They're looking for more. But here it is. You know, Marcos Gaming, they've got to try and roll down. They were time to take the fight against Mara. But they're struggling right now, and they have to give that position away. But the circle, here it is, 3-2-1, and it goes over to Elementrix. They can take control of this entire game.
Yeah, although Mr. Huzu has been knocked down, so don't be too aggressive, right, Shigar? Pushing back Marcos, that's good, but don't be too impatient. Wait for the team to come near you and push them back at the same time. It's always going to be tough because you've got multiple teams around you. Still another 11 players on the board as Shigar is going to look for the last player of INES.
Granada is going to be coming out. I think it won't get knocked, just a little bit of damage potentially. Oh my god, they see Syria in the background of Marcos Gaming. That's an instant knockdown. I mean, one pixel out of place, they're going to laser that down. They're going to mow it down instantly, just like if it was a piece of grass. But now Machine also got scattered away. Hugh might secure that kill. Hugh will get that extra juicy point. We'll have to wait and see. But here it is, 4 teams remaining, and we still really don't know who can take it. But Elementrix, they're taking control, putting so much pressure with those DMRs.
Okay, so Max Cash, he has to move in right. He has to go down the dip and hill. The second he disengages away from that smoke, that's going to be him out of it. But all the while, Mara trying to make a push. But Badrev is ready and gets a knockdown.
And he's got the Groza, actually. I don't know if it's from that crate specifically, but man, that Groza at this stage is a clutch, absolute insane machine. As it is, Elementrix up to 12, they're looking for more. And there's going to be Marcos Gaming eliminated in 4th position. 3 teams in it still in play with Mara and Elementrix. They taking control, and they want that dub.
So you got 4v2v1, but Mr. Huzu gets knocked down. Nanji gets spotted out, and that's the end of Mara. It comes down to a 3v1 between INES and Elementrix.
Really got time. I would say pull off the res before going for the fight. On top's going to work. Oh, okay. That was a little bit scary. That jar just about to kill. Badrev of NSB is going to be remaining alive. But as I said, take your time. There's no reason to rush. And you've got the high ground too, which is huge. Grenades, if they still have it, could actually end the game here.
Well, here's the thing, actually. Okay, if they have like you said, if they have a grenade, that's going to be the end of Badrev. But being on the low ground in this very late game is definitely more of an advantage. If Puma Man just gets into you and say, look, in control, I'm going to rotate around. I'm going to give you so many angles that you can't be spotted. But he gets out of the vehicle and he gets knocked down. But Badrev gets put down to about 25 health. But now Mr. Huzu on top, they have to engage. They have to take advantage of this.
Yeah, they have to go for the fight a little bit early, but that's okay, you know. Dodge is going to have actually even time to heal himself back up. Wow. And on top, they're waiting. The circle actually does shift in their location. See what? They just got to wait. I would not even go aggressive. Just wait for Badrev to really push on your location, and he can just pick it up like it's absolutely nothing. This normally should be game. We all know that clutches can happen, And we do know that, you know, INES, they've been playing so good on that position. How will he play around this? He's got the M4, he's got 40 bullets. That's enough for clutch in a 1v2.
Believe the top 3 teams have got double-digit kills. That's how nice of a game this has been compared to the first Erangel game. A lot more spread out between these teams who are finding themselves in the top of this game. But now it comes down to these two. Elementrix, 2v1, and he peeks too much. He gets taken out, and Elementrix get their chicken dinner.
The Nepal team come out on top in just formidable fashion.